Hi everybody, welcome along to the circle once again. Pull up a chair, come on in. A little bit of a depressing preview for Cardiff following on from the FA Cup debacle that was on Friday night. Seems like such a long time ago, and we talked about that yesterday in our review of the game with Gundit News and on our live chat. And thank you to everybody who came along and watch that. Want to take a moment to thank my new subscriber who joined us overnight or yesterday. Really appreciate it. And and anyone else that came on the last few, I'm up to 30 subscriptions now, 30 subscribers, so I do appreciate each and every one of them. Being a smaller channel right now, I'm going to set a goal of 35 hopefully by the end of this coming week, and I hope I can pick up 5 more subscribers in the next 5 or 6 days. That would be totally great. But I wanted to move on and preview a must-win game. Tomorrow night we're playing Cardiff FC, and as you can see in the thumbnail, memories of Lacazette's amazing goal versus Cardiff pretty early in the season, when we got the Manchester City and Chelsea games out of the way and really got our season moving. Cardiff was one of the first away games, if not the first away game, and it was very, very important to get 3 points on that day to improve our away record from the Wenger era in the last few years. So this is kind of a similar situation, this game, following on from the FA Cup defeat. Whether you see that as a bad thing or not, that is the reality. We are out of the FA Cup, and we now use the cliche of concentrating on the league and the Europa League. Also, injuries playing into the situation as well. So we're playing Cardiff tomorrow, and we're playing Manchester City on the weekend. And we all know, probably hands on heart, we're not going to get very much from the Manchester City game, which probably helps us with our injuries in the long term. Because we have our next few fixtures are Cardiff tomorrow night, and then Manchester City away and Huddersfield away, and then we play Bate home and away in the Europa League. I think we can limp along with our defenders. Hopefully we get one in this by the end of this window. We get a defender, but we can limp along for the rest of this month and hopefully get players back for the bigger games that are coming up early next month. We have Manchester United and Tottenham. The return fixtures are coming up, so games are coming pretty fast, thick and fast. But being out of the FA Cup is going to allow the squad to get a rest here and there in some of the FA Cup weekends. We definitely going to miss those FA Cup games, but it is what it is. So moving forward for tomorrow night, knowing we have Manchester City at the weekend, tomorrow night is an absolute must-win game. Whatever team we put out, we absolutely have to win. It's a home game, and the thumbnail will give us memories of Lacazette's great goal versus Cardiff earlier in the season. But not going to give you a team because I absolutely don't know anymore what we're going to put out as in the back four. I just really, really don't want Mustafi in the back four. I would actually, let's talk about it now. I would actually put Monreal in the back to partner with Mustafi. I think they are probably our only 2 fit options at this point in time. Ainsley Maitland-Niles needs to probably get a rest and get a break from things, but I would not be against him continuing his education at right back. Kolasinac will probably come in a left back. I'd like to go back to the diamond formation that proved so well against Chelsea, and this is a pet peeve I have right now against Emery. We need to start now into the second part of the season. We need to start having a settled team and a settled system, and not chopping and changing too much each game. In doing that, I think the diamond formation has worked pretty well, with Ramsey at the tip of the diamond and Xhaka in front of the back four, and Torreira along with either Guendouzi or Iwobi. And seeing that we did quite well against Chelsea, that might mean Guendouzi's coming back in. And then let's finish with Lacazette and Aubameyang. Let's go out and have It's going to be a tough game against Cardiff, but let's go out and have a resounding win to increase confidence. I believe we could probably win this game 3-0. I'm going to go 3-0. I know that's optimistic, very, very optimistic in terms of our back four and what it's going to look like. But I think Cardiff will play a containing game, and that will allow us to have a lot of possession. But that's my prediction, a 3-0 win and against Cardiff tomorrow, because it is absolutely vital. Wanted to touch on a few things also that I predicted earlier in this window. I was one of the first people to predict that Ramsey would be leaving, and that's not a big prediction, but that he would be leaving to go to Juventus, and that has come to pass. Other prediction is possibly that Ozil might be moving at the end of this window, but I would probably be more likely to happen now in the summertime. Please understand that I'm in favor of the manager and what he is doing. We have to support him. I do not have any personal agenda against any player, and I would love if every player would get along with the manager, but that's just not the case. And we're going to have situations where players will not get along with the manager, but we have to kind of support the manager, because our club is about stability, and we've always been a stable club, not chopping and changing at the top all the time, which creates instability, as we can see now what's happening with Spurs. They went Spursy at the weekend, and they went out of the FA Cup, which is absolutely fucking amazing. I loved it. And already coupled with being out of the Carabao Cup, or whatever that competition is called, Spurs went Spursy, and let's celebrate, and let's always say that London is red. I know Chelsea are above us right now, but I really believe that we can get above Chelsea. Chelsea are going to continue in the FA Cup. This is one of the reasons why it might favour us to be out of the FA Cup, and we might get a rest here and there. But I wanted to say thank you so much to the people who are supporting me. Want to give a shout out to Luca Quarta and Arsenal TV, and Noe Donis, Progressive Life, and of course London Old School. If I'm missing anyone, please forgive me, but I really appreciate everybody's support, and coming on every Sunday at noon Eastern time to talk about the games, and hopefully on Sunday we can have a mixed show talking about Cardiff also. Also, I want to introduce a feature of if you have any questions, I will answer them in my next video, and I really do appreciate everybody's support, and I wish that we can have a resounding win tomorrow against Cardiff. Come on, you Gunners, don't let me down. We got to win 3-0, a 3-0 resounding win, which will keep us in the race for top four. Remember, 3 points off the top four. I believe Tottenham and Chelsea might fade a little bit, which is going to help us. I keep on saying we're going to have a little bit of a rough patch for the next month, and that is true with the fixtures and injuries. So hang in there. Our last 8 games, if anyone cares to take a look at it, our last 8 games are very winnable. So let's keep the faith, hang in there with the manager. Hopefully we can sign a player in this window, and that's it for me. I am out for now. I will see you guys probably on Wednesday when I drop another video. Thanks.